Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Following my last video, where we looked at the 10 players most likely to win MVP in 2021, I'm here going to share my predictions for the scoring title. And before showing you my list, let me tell you this interesting fact. It turns out 94.7% of people watching my videos are not subscribed to the channel, so please do so if it's not already done. With that being said, let's start at number 15 with Devin Booker. Last season, Booker averaged 26.6 points per game, while being quite efficient. On top of that, he already had a 70-point game, so him ranking this low shows just how much good competition there is in the league right now. Then we have Donovan Mitchell. Spada Mitchell has been in constant progression since arriving in the league, notably averaging 24 points per game last year. While he's been off a bit to his slow start this season, I expect him to step up as he'll try to keep Utah near the top of the Western Conference. Next up, we got Anthony Davis. The unibrow is a dominant player on both ends of the floor, and he's in my opinion the most skilled big man in the league. The problem though is that AD is a bit too inconsistent. At number 12, we have Kawhi Leonard. Just like Davis, the Claw is an elite player on both offense and defense. He's been improving individually each year, notably having a scoring rate of nearly 30 points per 75 possessions last season. But in order to win the scoring title, Kawhi would need to do less load management. Following Kawhi, we got Trae Young. What really makes me think he deserves to be on this list is that he averaged 29.6 points in just his second season in the league. On top of that, he had pretty good shooting percentages as he shot 36% from 3, 86% from the free throw line on a 59.5 true shooting. Entering the top 10, we find Paul George. After a year where PG-13 literally turned into a meme, he seems to be motivated to have a comeback season. He's been more efficient than ever, and he showed in 2019 that he could be a prolific scorer. At number 9, we have Jayson Tatum. Last year, Boston managed to reach the conference finals again, thanks to Jayson Tatum taking the leadership of the team and turning into an NBA superstar. I expect Tatum to average over 25 points per game this season, which is why he could potentially come close to winning the scoring title and possibly finishing the MVP conversation. Next up, we got Kyrie Irving. At just 28 years old, Kyrie is already Rookie of the Year, 6-time All-Star, and an NBA champion. If some people like to criticize him for his extracurricular activities, you simply cannot deny his talent on the court. Uncle Drew is indeed one of the most skilled players of all time, and he's notably a very efficient scorer. The problem though is that Kyrie will inevitably have to share the ball more, as Brooklyn acquired NBA superstar James Harden in a blockbuster trade, on top of already having one of the greatest scorers ever, Kevin Durant. Then we have Luka Doncic, a young phenom with a huge amount of potential, who averaged roughly 29 points per game in just his second season in the league. While his scoring average has dropped a little bit compared to last year, I expect it to go up as LUKA hits up and the season goes on. And while Doncic could be more efficient, he did have a respectable 58.5 true shooting percentage last season. Following Doncic, we have GIANNIS Antetokounmpo. Last year, the Greek Freak had a historically great regular season. He actually led the league in scoring rate as he scored 33 points per 75 possessions. But due to the limited minutes he played every night, which affected his points per game average, he did not win this scoring title. But after a disappointing second round exit, Giannis will be motivated to lead the Bucks to the best record in the league once again, while scoring massively in the paints every night. Entering the top 5, we find Damian Lillard. Dame is a skilled and talented player who averaged 3 points on his 62 true shooting last season. On top of that, Lillard led the league in offensive box plus minus and in offensive win shares, but he also had an extremely high offensive rating as the Blazers scored 126 points per 100 possessions with their franchise player on the court.
Lillard working on Burks, dancing free, a three, go!
At number 4, we have James Harden. The Beard has won the past 3 straight scoring titles, notably averaging 36 points per game during the 2018-19 season. He actually started the year pretty badly, with him trying his best to get out of Houston. Well, he got his wish, as Harden got traded to the Nets to join IRVING and DURANT. In Brooklyn, James Harden will probably get less touches for himself, but I do believe he will still score nearly 30 points on average. Following the Beards, we got Bradley Beal. Last year, with John Wall being out for the full season, Bradley Beal had the opportunity to shine, and that's exactly what's happened, as Beal averaged 30 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists. This season, at the moment I'm recording this video, Beal has been averaging roughly 35 points per game, although it does not seem to translate to winning that much. Next up, we got Kevin Durant. Throughout his career, KD has established himself as one of the best scorers ever, with him being a 6'10 or 6'11 small forward that can shoot and handle the ball like a guard. Despite suffering a ruptured Achilles, Durant has looked amazing so far coming back from his injury, so the only thing potentially stopping him from being the scoring champion is sharing the ball with his superstar teammates Kyrie Irving and James Harden.
Trying to get free. Down to 3, down to 2, it's a 3. Good! Good! He got it! James Harden, a flamethrower!
And finally, at number 1, we find Stephen Curry. Steph has to be one of the most offensively skilled players ever. He's the greatest shooter in NBA history, but he's also an elite ball handler, a very good finisher, and he has a great off-ball movement. On top of that, Curry is often viewed as possibly the most efficient player of all time. And with his splash bro Klay Thompson unfortunately being out for the season, Steph Curry will have all the room he wants to score at an extremely high rate. Well, that's it for this video. Feel free to give your own predictions in the comment section and make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell.